Right. So it is 11:02, guys. We're going to get started off really quickly. I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Alexis Hughes. I'm a global leader with the largest independent brokerage in the history of the entire world, eXp Realty. And we're here to talk to you today about a huge announcement that my business partner, Hanya Habal, we're excited. We're so excited. I can't even talk. So Hanya, introduce yourself, and then we are going to introduce our big, exciting announcement for today.
Hey, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We've been waiting forever to be able to do this, but everything had to be hush, hush for a bit until we got all our ducks in a row. My name is Hanya Habal. I'm an international growth leader alongside Alexis Hughes. We are growing internationally in the UK, in Dubai, and many other countries. Overseas and obviously in the US. And we are very excited to announce that we have partnered with a top producing luxury agent in the UK, which is why we are hosting this call. So we're super, super excited. It's been very hush hush, and we've told him not to say anything until today. So we are very, very excited to introduce to you Andrea Ruffino, who has made the decision to join us at eXp UK. Hi, Andrea. How are you?
I'm all good.
Welcome to the call, everybody. We see some people still joining in. So I'm going to let Alexis take it away. We're going to kind of dive deep into Andrea's background and a little bit about why he decided to come on board with us. He's going to be spearheading our initiative in the UK. So glad you all I can see more people coming in. Super exciting. Okay, Alexis, take it away.
All right. So it was very important for us. We kept it hush hush because we wanted to really announce this with the bang. Reason being is the opportunity for Andrea in the UK, but also Italy, Dubai. We're in 28 different countries and growing each day. But also his experience. Andrea, can you tell us a little bit about your background in real estate?
Well, I've been, I started around 10 years ago, more or less, when I joined Remax. And then it's been going to, well, I basically learned everything. I learned on my own without any teaching or any books or anything, all the experience I have now is because it's been with been
hands-on
talking hands-on teaching hands-on talking to clients and stuff like that. So it's just about follow-ups, keep relationships, and you know what? Today I had a referral from the last sales I've done, and
awesome. And that's, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
So Andrea is definitely one of those people that he does not like bragging on himself. So what I know of Andrea is he is a multi-million-pound producer in the UK, and he is a self-employed agent. So I understand that over in the UK, self-employed estate agency is not a huge thing, although it's coming to the market. Can you speak a little bit about being self-employed?
I have always been self-employed during my career. I tried at least. I went to a high street office at some point. Was a King's Group, and I hated it because they were telling me what to do. They were giving me a tiny little salary that was ridiculous. And
what was it? Do you mind sharing with us what the salary was?
It was for the first 6 months was 20K retained, and then after 6 months I would have started getting the commission, but it would have been if I remember correctly, it was 15K plus 10% commission. And when I was looking at the contracts that were in the office, the 0.5%, 0.75%. I was thinking like, what am I getting? Like £50 for every sales I'm making, right?
And you're doing all this work and all this running around.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I was doing all the touting, all the prospecting, all the door knocking, all the phone calls, all the cold calls, all the viewings, everything.
Right.
And I was like, nah, this not work.
And the connections on the personal level, the people
Yeah,
that
exactly.
you're working with were working with you because they like Andrea Ruffino, not because they liked Remax or KW or
Exactly. No,
Right.
I've got clients since the beginning that they're
Still with you.
with
Yeah.
me, and they actually ask me to tell the other companies to stop calling them.
Wow.
Well,
So
that's how
fast
you know you're
forward,
doing it
yeah.
right.
Yeah, so fast forward until, just a few months ago, when you were working at the last self-employed estate agency
Yeah.
in London. And I guess the next thing that we can dive into is why you finally decided after so many years to, throw the towel in and start on this entrepreneurial path.
Well,
Yes.
I've always been kind of entrepreneurial, and when before I joined, before the before
Before the before.
I was with Keller Williams, and I was still doing the same thing, like, but didn't work out. Then I met this guy and opened his own company. Sounded amazing. And then after 3 years, I started thinking, why should I share 50% of my commission when I'm doing all the work? I don't get any leads or anything, the contacts are mine, and I do the viewings, I do the putting together the deal. I keep the deal together. I shout at some ladies all the time, why do I have to give 50%? There's no point. So I met Anya at one point.
Yep.
But,
Yeah, and we met organically because I had seen all of Andrea's social media and his listings, and I actually reached out to him about purchasing a property in the UK for myself, for my family. And then organically, it just came to be when he said, tell me what you're doing. What is going on in the UK? You keep talking about this UK project. So now Andrea is going to be spearheading our growth in the UK. He's our first estate agent in the UK. And then Lexus, I know you had some other things that you wanted to ask specifically. I know we kind of went on a tangent.
Oh no, I love it. I'm all about organic conversation. So I think the one thing that really hits me about Andrea is he understands the self-employed model. But he started with Remax. He went to Keller Williams, and let's be very clear about the differences here. Those are American-made franchise models.
Exactly. Right. Yeah.
The EXP UK model, although it was spearheaded in America, yes. The EXP UK model is not a franchise, so there's no franchise fees that you're paying.
It's not a franchise. What we do is basically it's just about yourself, just bring your brand, make your brand, and make your name, whatever you do, and trust me, they will. That, as I said at the beginning, I had a call from a previous client from another company, from just from nowhere. Hello, I'm Xenia. I had your number from that lady. She bought the property from you before Christmas. She said, you're very good. So, and this is how it works,
Right. And just staying true to yourself and not feeling like, that you're doing all the work and then giving someone all your hard-earned money. Exactly. When you could be building yourself, your own brand, your own company which is
Exactly.
what Andrea eventually realized, is that all that time he's like, I wish I did this earlier. I said, listen, we all wish that we did it earlier and sooner, because this company has made millionaires out of people who, some of them don't even sell properties anymore, just because of, and Alexis will go over some of it, but just because of the benefits that you get just by joining EXP, even if you're not selling. So could you tell us a little bit about those?
I want to ask Andrea this question. So at your previous firm and other firms, I assume that your success had other estate agents asking you about your firm and eventually joining those firms. What did those firms do for you when that happened? Were you given any kind of compensation or?
Well, I mean, I was promised that lots of stuff, that didn't happen. And then I realized that, it's just smoke.
Mhm.
Smoke and mirrors.
How many agents did you bring to your previous firm?
Quite a few.
Yeah.
Brought a few. And
So you weren't necessarily wanting to attract
well,
agents.
I was one of the managers of the company. I was I had a team. Didn't work out very well because the organization wasn't very good, but
But you were bringing them on and not receiving anything in turn for bringing them on to the firm.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
So yeah, with EXP, like, it's amazing the way that you got these levels that you can get like a little percentage of each agent businesses, even if you're not directly working with them. It's awesome. It's incredible. And then I think that's one of the reasons why, and I have always had this kind of dream of building a team, but not just a team, like, agents, the real estate agency in England is changing completely. Like, high street agents are dead. They don't do the work properly anymore. And the only way that you're gonna sell a property with someone that can follow you and throughout the process, and give you the best customer service, the best price at the end, it's just looking for someone with with an entrepreneur mindset.
Right.
And that comes hand in hand with building your own brand, because when you build your own brand, you care what people think. But if you're working under someone else's brand for a small 40,000 pound salary yearly, are you really going to care?
Exactly.
Yeah. And what's really amazing about this model is that we are not only now able to recruit in the UK, specifically London and surrounding, because that's where Andrea is located, but we're now able to recruit internationally. Andrea is originally Italian. He can recruit in Italy because EXP is open in Italy. He has contacts in Greece. We're open in Greece. He has contacts in Portugal, Spain. I mean, in Dubai. We all know people in Dubai. So
last property I sold, I didn't know about EXP, but before Christmas, someone called me up and say, Andrea, I sold your property. I was like, what? In Greece, in Athens, So yeah. We have this, EXP has this big international network that is amazing.
Yes.
And I had a chat. And I had a chat yesterday with Dennis Andrea, that is the head of EXP in Italy. And it's amazing.
Yeah. And they all help each other. And that's the difference between being in a competitive franchise versus a global estate agency or brokerage where we're all working together.
And guys, I want to take this time to point out kind of what I know drew me, what obviously drew Hanya and Andrea, is a lot of people are like, well, why would you help other people? Well, you guys have to remember EXP is the only one international firm. We are traded on the NASDAQ, And you, as an agent, the day you close your first deal, you're issued stock, you become a stakeholder. We all have ownership in this company, which is something no other brokerage out there has ever offered agents. So we want you to brand yourself. We want to help you. A rising tide lifts all boats is a huge saying. But the big difference is we're not just saying, hey, come work with eXp Realty, align your business with us. We're saying, hey, partner with eXp Realty and be an owner in the largest international independent brokerage there is. It's going to amplify your business. Andrea, would you say since joining eXp UK that you've had the support that you've had?
Oh yeah, I mean, the support was amazing. There are things that, like for example, I pay £150 a month for the service, right? So and I even get an office. You know, I can go to one office everywhere I want in UK, and this never was never offered to me, or either there was an office, like a physical office, or there wasn't. Then there are all the anti-money laundering softwares that we're using. I just put up some listings live today, and we went through the anti-money laundering. It's amazing. It's just another level. The way that everything is taken care of is very, very, very honest and you know, transparent. Yeah, exactly.
Which is what you don't always get. And on another note, when I met Andrea and we started discussing this, we became friends. And I told him, I don't like to partner with someone if we're not friends. And same with Alexis. Alexis and I are friends. We're not just partners, because I feel like you have to have the same mindset. You have to be on the same wavelength about business and about life and about morals and everything. So we're not only introducing Andrea because we want to say, yay, EXP. We're introducing Andrea because A, he's our friend, we believe in him, and B, he's going to be heading this huge initiative for us. There are other EXP agents in UK, but Andrea's seen and he's realized that when you're joining with Alexis and myself, you're joining the top 1% of EXP Realty. So you're joining the cream of the crop, and you're getting VIP help and support. And when we say that, we really mean it, because if you don't do well, we don't do well. And we really want everyone who joins our organization to do well. So right. we are very, very excited about Andrea and what he's going to bring to the table and how he wants to grow UK and beyond. Can you tell us a little bit about your plans for world domination?
Well, I am planning to kind of expand a little bit in Italy as well, maybe in my own town, then possibly Greece. Been trying to reach out to the guy that sold the last property I was mentioned before. Maybe Dubai. You know, I've got
developers are endless.
I know Dubai developers that are building in London, so why not getting their stock in Dubai as well? You know, the opportunities are unbelievable.
Yeah.
So we're not bound by territories.
Exactly.
That is the beauty of EXP as a whole. You're not bound by territories. Anywhere you're licensed, you can sell. You have one split, one cap, one fee. You don't have to associate with multiple brokerages in different areas.
Exactly.
You can also build your team. You can totally dominate on a global scale. What does that look like? Myself, you know, I have agents in 8 different states in the United States, and now we're in the UK. Anywhere else, it would have costed me hundreds of thousands of dollars to do that. And it doesn't, because EXP wants us to grow, wants us to expand. So a good example of this is, let's say you have friends, you have relationships with agents in other countries that maybe we're not open in yet. We want you guys, we want to support you and lift you up to open that country. We want to make sure that when anybody talks about EXP UK, they're thinking Andrea, they're thinking you. If you join our team, we want the same for Italy. We want the same for Dubai, Greece, Australia, Portugal, Spain, Puerto Rico. I mean, China. We can go on and on and on. And that's what I mean when I say there's never been a firm that offers you the opportunity as an entrepreneur and an estate agent or real estate broker that EXP offers. Andrea is living proof of this.
Yes. And he has mentioned that people have called him and said, you know, we're tired of being an estate agency because they've been in the traditional high street estate agencies their whole lives and they're done and they're throwing in the towel. And I tell them, no, tell them not to throw the towel. And yes, they can stop selling if they don't want to be in that part of real estate. But I'm sure they know at least 5 agents who would want to join and they can build. So you don't necessarily have to continue selling and door knocking and doing all the things if you don't want to. You can still build, you know, generational wealth by joining EXP, bringing on like-minded individuals who do still want to produce. Maybe they're younger in their career or they're just starting off now and still have the same benefit. So that's the great thing, is that there's so many different ways to benefit with EXP.
So
100%.
at this juncture, typically this is when we open it up for anybody that has any questions. We understand it's a lot to digest, but we want to be here. We want to answer questions for you. And we'll talk a little bit about what 2023 holds for us as a group. We've got some very exciting things coming up on the horizon. We're definitely going to need more boots on the ground to implement them in the way we want to. So does anybody at this point in time have questions that we can answer?
Maybe about the model specifically in the UK, since we haven't really touched on any of that?
No, not at all. I mean, we could do it
we
now.
could give, I guess, the basics of what the split is, you know, maybe,
Right.
and just kind of like what's offered.
Andrea, do you want to speak to that or do you want me to speak to it? Because I think we know the UK model
You
a little bit.
you can do it.
So guys, I'm going to tell you the basics of what I know, because obviously I'm here in the States, but we do have, and this goes into 2023, we do have EXP UK Explained calls that go over every single thing that you can possibly have questions about. And in 2023, we are actually going to be ramping up and we're going to be hosting these ourselves. Again, we need boots on the ground. So if you want to be an international influencer for the UK, please reach out to us because we're going to need help. But basically, the UK is a 70-30 split. So you, the estate agent, would keep 70%, 30% would go to EXP UK. There is a cap. Andre, I might need you to help me out on the cap. I believe it's
24,000.
88,000 gross. When 24,000 goes to EXP, then you get the 100% of.
So you get to be 100%. So if you're at a brokerage or on a team right now where there is no cap and you're doing 80,000 gross, you need to really look at this model from a financial perspective, because we're offering you tools, we're offering you staff, we're offering marketing, but we're also offering you a very, very, very large pay raise. A lot of people have concerns about EXP, and we were in the top 20. EXP UK is in the top 20 for independent brokerages there in the UK. We've only been open since 2019. So that speaks a lot to what we do, who we are, and what we offer our agents. We're not just some purple bricks or franchise that's going to come in there and make a quiet little splash. We're here to make a big, huge cannonball splash, and we've done that effectively so far. We also offer you guys tools. We have EXP Enterprise. So if you've ever wondered what your business looks like, what your volume is, what you've paid to the firm, anything like that, and you can't get it accessible to you like that, that's gone away. You go into our EXP Enterprise dashboard, all your financials are there, all of our systems, your CRM, everything that you could possibly need is there for you. Another cool thing is, let's say you're in London, but you want to focus in other areas of the UK. You're not bound by those lines. You can focus in any area in the UK that you want to. These are just helping you with your production. This is just helping you with your estate agency business. This isn't even touching on expansion. This isn't even touching on stock. We also have implemented the Icon Agent program there. And what an Icon Agent is someone that not only caps, but goes beyond on production, and they get their entire cap back in company issued stock.
And that's what's made people millionaires. That's the one that's made them millionaires.
Exactly. Yeah. You guys, the opportunity is endless, and we can't wait to share exactly what it is. I think this is a good time to let everyone know what's coming up the first week of March. We will have dates, times, and locations soon, but we are going to be there in London explaining EXP 100% through and through. in person, guys. We believe that you have to shake hands, know who you're partnering with, and really understand the model. And the way to do that effectively is in person. So those details are going to be coming out soon. We hope to see all of you there. We want you to bring all your friends too, even if it's to come and to talk crap about our EXP UK and poke holes in it. I know when I first did EXP, I only went to events so I could poke holes and find what was wrong because it sounded too good to be true. We want you to come and do that. That way, when you finally do join and realize we are the greatest model to ever exist in a real estate industry, you feel secure and confident. You have objections, you have questions. Maybe you've heard some talk from other firms about EXP. Come to us. Let us give you the truth. Let us give you the facts. You don't want to listen to a competitor when we're coming.
Or just ask Andrea and let him tell you the pay raise that he's gotten immediately just by signing.
That's good too.
I mean, sometimes people just want to know the numbers. Sometimes people don't care. They just say, what? I could have made 50% more in 2022. Yes, you could have. And you could have reached out to every single estate agent friend or, acquaintance who you know and recruited them to your team. And you could be sitting back now helping your team, but also raking in from your revenue streams. Right. So sometimes it's just about the money.
Sometimes it's about the money. Other times it's about loyalty. Right. My first brokerage, I was very loyal to the brokerage owner. But when I sat back and I realized, if shit hit the fan and the market crashed or the market shifted in a way that interfered with him and his family's pockets, who was going to be the first person he was going to cut? The agents under him. With EXP, it's not like that. You don't have to worry about that. You have control over it. Loyalty can only go so far when it comes to feeding yourself and your family. And that's one thing that EXP has done really well is it puts the agent first, because we believe if the agent is put first, then that level of service will trickle down to the clients and success will come organically.
100%. And Andrea has seen firsthand that we are here for him and we're helping him not only, with the joining EXP and learning about EXP, but we want him to grow. So we talk to each other almost every day. I think we talk sometimes more than my husband and I talk. So he's like, is that Andrea again? I'm like, yes, this is my partner in England and I need to be there. And so when Andrea calls or he has an idea or he wants, support from Alexis and I call it bringing in the big guns to support him when he's talking to maybe a heavy hitter who he wants to bring on and partner with. We're there. And so now we're relying on Andrea to do that for the people who join with him in the UK. So this is who you're getting if you're joining EXP, our organization in EXP UK. These are the faces of the people. It's not like you're going to join, you're never going to see us again. This is who you're going to partner with and be with, hopefully for the rest of your career. So
exactly. Guys, I think we have about covered it. So if nobody has questions, reach out to Andrea after this call. His information is in the chat box, his WhatsApp, his email, his Instagram. Reach out to him. You're welcome to jump on a call with all of us if you really want to see. We could run numbers. We can run the scenarios with you. We can strategize with you. You can have true partners in business rather than being an employee on a hamster wheel. Which is what you are.
I see there's people from all over, not just the UK.
Yes.
If EXP is open, because I see Dubai and we just launched in Dubai. If you're in Dubai and you want to speak to us, please do. So this isn't just for UK agents. Anywhere in the world where we are open, which is 24 plus countries, we can partner with you from that country, even all the way from here, all the way from the UK. So please don't hesitate to reach out to us.
Not at all. All right, guys, that is a wrap for today. I hope y'all have an amazing week.
Welcome, Andrea.
I love it. Go UK. Also, we will see you guys beginning of March. Go ahead, block out that whole week. We will get you dates and times. It'll be my first time ever traveling internationally, so you guys can laugh at my tourist issues. And guys, make it a great day.
Thank